All right, guys, we're here with Big Boy Pharaoh, who's turning 12 weeks tomorrow. And just wanted to show you Pharaoh, guys. And I also wanted to thank everybody that got a puppy from Co-op Kennel this year, last year, or any previous year. And one thing I just wanted to talk about, it's been on my mind, is like success. And it's like success in the bully world or success with dogs. Move. Um, and what is success? What does it feel like? And one thing I can say is you go through a lot of different things when you're dealing with dogs. You meet a lot of people. You try to be friends with a lot of people. You try to work with a lot of people. You try to do a lot of different things that you think is going to help you. Um, you go to dog shows, you can do meet and greets. And the big thing I want to say is there's good ideas and there's no such thing as a really like a bad idea. Really. Anything that you can think of that you can do. This guy is really stubborn. Totally off subject. He's stubborn, yo, and he's pig-headed. That's crazy. But anything that you can think of that you can do to try to advance, yeah, he is stubborn. Your calls or get yourself some traction is never a bad thing. And a lot of times we get caught up in, look at this boy. He is stubborn. He is stubborn, y'all. I'm learning that about him. I'm gonna let him run around because he's gonna come back. Gotcha. A lot of times we get caught up in not really knowing if we're gonna make it in this game. The uncertainty of it. A lot of people buy dogs thinking that they're gonna get into this and they're just gonna sell dogs and it's gonna be all hunky dory. But it's a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations to dealing with dogs or any business venture or anything that you set your mind to that you want to do. And a lot of things was called trials and tribulations. You're going to go through a lot of people that are just not going to be genuine. You're going to deal with a lot of adversities. You're going to deal with a lot of situations where things just get out of control. Your back is against the wall. But, if you got your heart set on doing something, or if you love these dogs, when it comes to this, you're going to do well. And one thing I realize is when success comes, all your trials and all your tribulations is going to teach you how to handle success. And it can happen for you. But, I don't do a lot of talking about people anymore or try to help people out and give them ideas no more on my channel. But what I would say is going through those trials and tribulations, each person that you meet gives you a different perspective on how you should be operating and how you can handle yourself. And when you finally reach the point or the status that you want to reach, you'll know how to deal with people and what people are capable of. But I never look back and hate a person or mad at a person. I just learn from each person. Each person comes around and you learn from them. You learn what not to do. You learn how the human operates, jealousy, envy, hate. You learn who's going to cooperate with you, what you can expect. You might be expecting people to cooperate with you and you won't. But if you're not willing to put the work in, you'll never reach success. But if you are and you have a good mentor, you will. And what success looks like is when you start producing dogs that look like this boy right here at 11 weeks old. Once you start producing stuff like this, little meat chunk balls at 11 weeks old, that's what success looks like, man. At the end of the day, it's all about the dogs, man. It's all about the dogs. People think it's about fame. People think it's about money. People think, I had someone say, hey, nobody watches your channel. Dude, I don't care if you watch my channel. You know, I'm not worried about if you watch my channel or not, or how many people watch my channel. I'm worried about the dogs. And that's it. You give it all to the dogs, man. I got a whole trove of videos for you guys to watch. You know, I know I'm jumping back and forth, but it's a whole trove of information that can be used. I talk to people all the time that call in, they want a dog or whatever the case may be. I try to give them the game, but they think they can run game. But when you start producing dogs like this at 11 weeks old, that's when you know you reach success. That's when you know you reach success. And then the funny thing is, when you reach success, the quiet comes. Now you don't have that monkey on your back, that fight, that wanting to go back and forth with somebody, that's so ready to argue, and it just goes away. And the only person you left with is yourself. You got nobody to blame if you don't make it. You got nobody to blame if you don't move forward. And the only one you can blame for your success or your failure is yourself. And that's just how it is. A lot of people are scared to fail, so they focus on beefing and arguing with the next guy because they're just scared. They're scared that they're going to fail, so they want to bring the next man down and have them caught up in the back and forthness, you know what I mean? So that they'll never feel, you know, they don't never have to own up to the fact that they're not going to be successful because of their attitudes and the type of people that they are. You know, I talk a lot of trash. We all talk a lot of little this or that on our channels. You know, a little, what is it called? Like friendly competition. We all got that friendly competition. We all men, we all human beings, we all want to be competitive, but some people take it too far. Um, and you got to understand when you cross a certain line, when you threatening people, or you know, you downing somebody behind their back type of thing. That's the type of stuff that's gonna hold you back. Oh, look at this boy. And another thing gonna hold you back is producing scrawny little mutts. This might be one of the last times I talk trash, but this is my success video. This is a motivation video, guys. You producing scrawny mutts and, you know, scruffy mutts with patches of hair missing, scratches and scrapes, and skinny dogs, swollen bellies like they got worms. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the game, man. It's my channel. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not following a lot of people that do messed up stuff anymore. So I'm not talking to you because I don't follow anybody that's not on my level. If you're not on my level, I don't follow you. So I'm not talking about you. But I do see people all over the world, all over the country with scrawny little mutts. And that's the stuff that's holding y'all back, man. But I want to tell you what success feels like. It just feels quiet. I'm just telling you, you feel quietness. You feel like you're the only person in the room, and the only person you're competing against is yourself. And you don't have that fight no more to want to go at the next man or comment on the next man. So, or beef with the next man, no matter what they say. But what I want to tell y'all is, you know, just a motivation video. Success looks like your dog start looking like looking like this. We always knew we could produce dogs like this. And we got some more even better than this too. We all knew we could produce stuff like this, guys. and we're going to the next level. We try to provide a lane for everybody that had an opportunity that came in contact with me to be on the same level as me. But I realized people want to compete. You just got to realize it. People are in competition with you, but when you have success, you're only in competition with yourself. And just stay positive. You know, we appreciate all the support we got. And if you got a dog from Co-op Kennel, just know your dog is on a whole nother level. You got a platform for your dog to be featured in. You got a backing. Your dog has a name from a reputable kennel that's known all across the globe, every country in the world. And hopefully your dog grows up to be like this boy right here. But that's my little take on it, man. I just want to tell y'all, success feels like you don't have to argue with nobody. You don't got to fight with nobody. You just feel like you're only in competition with yourself. And you feel like all you got to do is do what you've been doing and keep it up. Some of y'all, I'm not even going to go through all the mistakes that people make, but we just thank you guys. We out.